Thanks for coming to bar class today on this cold but sunny day. So it's not so bad. 1 out of 2 isn't bad. Let's start by setting our posture, feet underneath your hips. Lift up through those legs, lift the hips up off the legs, lift the rib cage up off the waist, make lots of room to engage that lower core. Roll your shoulder blades back. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, bring them down. Inhale up. On that exhale, really press the diaphragm down with that lower belly. Actually, you're pressing the diaphragm up. Feeling that engagement, feeling how it lifts the spine up, lifting, making space between those vertebrae. Keep this alignment throughout the class. Our theme today is side jobs, so we'll be working side to side. Let's start in our second position. So feet wide, wider than hip distance, feet open at about 45 degrees. We're gonna open those knees, see the big toes on the inside of the knees, arms out for balance. We're gonna stay here and rock side to side to side to side. Working on keeping the head and shoulders straight up to the sky, not bowing forward at the waist. We're super tall here. So we're not in a squat, we're in a plie. Core engaged to keep that head and shoulders up so high. Nice. 8, 7, staying down low. 6, knees staying open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here, arms up and down. Up and down. So holding this static hold really deep into the second position plie. Still a nice straight spine, top of the head straight up to the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise it up, walk it in, coming into a hip circle march. We're gonna circle that leg in the hip socket, circle. You can have arms out for balance, circle. So getting that full range of motion in the leg, setting ourselves up for a nice turnout throughout the class. March, 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 march. So feel where your knee is in space. You want the biggest movement there to be with that knee opening, opening. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final warm-up move. We're going to have our feet together, parallel, coming down into a squat, touch side, up, squat down, touch other side, and up, squat down, touch, and up, squat down, touch, and up. So trying to get a nice lateral distance there. That foot stays in parallel, top of the foot toward the front of the room. Tap, up, down, and tap, up, down, and tap, down, and tap. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and tap, stand it up. Picking up our weights to come into our arm series. We're going to start with a shoulder press and a side move, a side lift kind of. So feet hip distance, lift up, set your posture, elbows open, reach up, tilt up and over with the rib cage, arms down, up and over, arms down. So bringing our core into this, keeping those hips locked in place, engaging that core, especially the lower belly, Working those obliques too and those upper abs as well. Up, up and over and down. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, even when those arms are up. Being conscious of the shoulder blades going down the back instead of hiking up and out. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Over, up, and over. So we're working our abs, but of course we are working our shoulders. Hopefully you're starting to feel that. Down, and up and over, down, up and over. 4, 3, 2, 1, up and over. Now staying on one side, over, up, 8, 7, 6, really lifting that rib cage up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Good warm up for those shoulders. Let's come into a 90-degree row. Feet hip distance, soft knees, hinging at the hips. Nice straight spine, no booty out, no booty in. Just a nice engaged core here. Rowing up and down, up and down. So with this row, we're squeezing those shoulder blades, working the back. Some work for the shoulders, but lots of work for the back, really squeezing those shoulder blades together, keeping the core engaged. Head is in line with that tailbone, straight line all the way up the spine. Check in with your belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse here and pulse. Pulse, pulse. Don't let the work come out of that back. Here it's really easy just to move the arms and your shoulder sockets, but what you want is to be squeezing that back together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On arm down and up, down and up. So one arm at a time. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Keeping that squeeze at the top, squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Little more shoulder work. We're going to come into our drawbridges, setting those shoulders way back, elbows way back, down and up, down and up. Nice and slow. Big range of motion here. Trying to come all the way to parallel or maybe even a little beyond. Unless it's causing you pain, then you can limit your range of motion. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Scarecrow arms. Alternate side to side to side to side. Nice. Working a little differently on each side. Make sure we're getting our maximum work in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Get your mat out. We're going to come down to the floor for our tricep work. So We're going to be in a bird dog position with one weight. So holding onto one weight in one hand, opposite leg lifts. So I've got my weight in my right hand, my left leg is going to lift. Lift that right arm up behind you, hand facing up to the sky, and pulse, pulse, pulse. The leg is optional. That just adds a little bit more weight and work. If the pressure is too much on that supporting wrist, you can make your hand into a fist and see if that helps, or of course, bring down the leg. Lift, lift, lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotating tricep kickback. Hand faces the center, palm to the sky. So check in with your spine. Is it being supported from below by those abs? Check in with that extended leg. Are those hips square to the mat? Lift and lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, hand faces toward the center of your body. In, 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 in. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Sit back, roll your wrist. Get ready to do the other side. Switching hands, opposite leg. Starting with that lift up to the sky, palm facing the sky, arm behind you. Trying to lift it above the level of the booty. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Head in line with the tailbone, not dropping down, not craning your neck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotating by tricep kickback. Palm to the center, palm lifting to the sky. Center and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Checking in with that belly. 1. Palm facing to the center. In, 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 in. Hand lifted up high. Shoulder blade down the back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that weight down. Nice. Coming back to standing to finish with our biceps. Get my mat out of my way. Starting with those in first feet in first position, that will kind of help us to get our palms in first open. Shoulders down, up and down, up and down. So you're rotated with those arms, elbows into the body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, reach, and down. Lift, reach, and down. Lift, reach. Nice. Reach. So palms are facing up to the sky. That keeps the work more in the bicep and less in the shoulder. Core engaged. Nice strong lift of that spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those arms out, in, out, in, and out. Rock solid with that body, using the core to maintain your body position. You kind of want to sway front to back while you're doing this. Elbows are bent. We're making a W when we're out to the side, keeping the weight in that bicep rather than transferring it to the shoulder. 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Nice job. Done with that core series. Coming to the bar series, getting your chair or whatever you'll be using for support. If you have a paper plate glider, or you can put on a sock and you're on a hard floor, go get it. We're gonna start with a parallel squat similar to what we had in our warm-up. So you can use your bar for support, or you can step away from it and be free form. Coming down into a squat, front, side, back, side, lift, squat, front, side, back, side, lift, squat, front, side, back, side, lift, squat, front, side, back, side, lift. So when you push back into the squat, especially when you come onto one leg, feel that glute really engage, super strong. Up, squat, front, side, back, side, squat. One more set like this. Front, side, back, side, rise up, put your glider or paper plate out of the way, come back down into the squat, tap front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, tap side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, rise up. Second set, we're going to count down by 2s. So coming down, we're going to do 6. Tap 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. 4s. Down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up. We're going to tap all the way around. This time we don't have that contact with the floor, so balance is a little harder. Tap, 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 tap. Staying down here. Side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side. 2 more sets. Last set. Side, back, side, and in. Whoa. All right. We worked that left glute. In my case, at least, it was the left glute. Let's work the right. Starting with feet parallel, glider under the other foot, come down to a squat, front, side, back, side, rise it up, squat, front, side, back, side, rise it up. So each time we come down into the squat, we have the opportunity to feel how that glute works throughout each phase of the movement. Back, side, and up, pushing that booty back behind you. Back, side, and up. Squat, front, side, back, side, and up. 2 more, squat, front, side, back, side, and up. Last one like this, squat, front, side, back, side, and up. Glider out of the way. Gonna do those 8 taps first. Squatting down, tap front, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rise. Second set, 6. Squat, tap front, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Coming to our 4s. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. And rise. Coming to our 2s. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and rise. Tapping all the way around. Front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side. 2 more sets. Front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side. Rise it up. Wow, made it through that. Let's come into some first position work now. We are going to, as we come into our plie, lift one heel. So plie, lift, plie, other heel. So plie, lift, plie, other heel. Plie, 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 plie. So strong with this core, straight up and down to the sky. Plie, 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 plie. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand here. Rise up both feet. Releve, plie, rise up and down. Releve, plie, rise up, heels down. Rise, plie, lift and down. Rise, plie, lift and down. Nice. Working our calves here, working our quads, our adductors, and of course our core and glutes. Yeah. Lift, plie, lift and down. 2 more. Lift, plie, lift and down. Okay, challenge. Facing the bar. Releve, 1 foot, plie, releve and down. Releve, 1 foot. So we're doing a fondue in releve. Feel free to use the chair for balance, as I am. Releve, fondue, releve and down. Releve, fondue. Fondue just meaning to bend on one leg. Nice calf workout here. Working side to side. My left side is kind of awkward because of my limited range of motion in my ankle, but hopefully the right side gives you an idea. Lift, fondue, lift and down. Lift, fondue, lift and down. 2 more sets. Lift, Last set, lift, fondue, lift and down, lift, fondue, lift and down. A little stretch of those calves before we do our final iteration here. Coming back to your first position, we are going to come down into our grand plie. So all the way down, 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 lift and up, down and lift. Strong core, head and shoulders straight up to the sky throughout this movement. Nice and slow. Heels lift at the last second and they come down as soon as possible. 4, and up. 3, 2. We're going to stay down here on the 1. And we're just going to hold. Staying down here. If you can balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise it up. Arms down. Really good. All right. Kind of low on time, but let's do some diagonal leg raises. So arms folded on the chair, legs back behind. We're going to lift in a diagonal. So we're not straight back, we're not straight to the side. Lifting in that diagonal, cross, diagonal, and down. Other leg, diagonal, cross behind, diagonal, and down. Hips stay parallel to the floor, cross and down. Lift, cross, lift, and down. So we're not hiking up that hip, and lift, cross, lift, and down. Feeling the core engage here. Lift, down, lift, cross, lift, and down. Nice glute work. Coming up into that hip as well. Lift and down. 4, and down. 3, and down. 2, cross, lift, and down. Last one like this. Cross, lift, and down. Let's lift that right leg diagonal. Check the position of the hips and pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Other side. Lift and pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Chair to the side. Let's finish our bar work with a quick set of curtsy lunges. Starting in our first position, arms out in second position for balance. Tendu, that left foot out, cross behind curtsy, bring it back in. Tendu, right foot, cross behind curtsy, bring it in. So we're going to cross side to side, keeping those hips square. So not swiveling the hips. Nice big cross of those thighs, squeezing the inner thighs together as we come down into this curtsy. Curtsy and down. Curtsy. Keeping the head and shoulders up, tall, as we come down into this curtsy. Don't skip on the lateral movement of that tendu to the side. Just working on that range of motion there. 4, 3, 2, Last one. And we're going to come down and hold in on some pulses. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Squeezing those thighs together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tendu. Other side. Pulse, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms out. All done with our bar series. Getting your mat to come down to the floor for our core series. All right, starting with a challenge. We are going to be in a side plank on the elbow. And so the goal here is to have this front foot on the glider, the bottom foot, sorry, glider in and out, in and out. So that is kind of a lot. If that is too much, we're gonna come down on our knee and we're just gonna tap the front foot, tap the back foot. That's a little less intense. It's a little different. There's not really any way to replicate the movement of that bottom leg. So choose your level. You're using the glider. I'm gonna try to get some room here. So lifting up into this plank, out and in, out and in. So that bottom leg is coming to the front, back to the center. Front and center. 8, 7, 6, keeping those hips lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Ooh, very intense. Other side. Choose your position. Get set up. And you can always switch between the variations in the middle of the movement. That is no issue. Sweep front and back to center. Not sweeping very well. Okay, this side is not sweeping. That's fine. Front and in, front and in, front and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank for 8, 7, hips high, 6, 5, looking at that top end if you can, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whoa, nice intense place to start. We're coming now into earthquakes. This is really best if you have a ball or a rolled up towel or a squishy throw pillow. You want something squishy right at the small of your back. You almost kind of want to feel like you're trying to tuck it under your tailbone. You can also do this without any equipment. Feet are ahead of you, flat on the mat, arms reaching out, shoulders down, back and in, back and in. So this is just a little movement. If you have a ball, you're not using the rebound of that ball to come back up. You're squishing the ball and then releasing the ball. So no help from momentum here. Same if you're not using any equipment. And in, back and in for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leaning back, open to one side and center, other side and center. So lower belly engaged fully throughout this movement, keeping a neutral spinal position, not coming into a C curve, not coming into a sway back. And you should start to feel that earthquake in your midsection. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish these up, arms up, or however high you can have them. You may need them here. If you can have them all the way up, pulse, pulse, pulse. That just adds a little more weight. Pulse increases the length of your lever. Pulse, pulse again. Head aligned, straight spine. Not using the rebound of that ball, but pushing back up with your muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Ball to the side. Coming to our side, we're going to do some clamshells. So we're going to line up the knees with the hip and the shoulder. You can have your head out, or you can use your arm as a pillow. Hips straight up and down, lifting that top knee. So when we've got our knees back like this, it brings it more into the glute. We'll feel the difference when we come to have our feet in line with the hips. Open, open. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it open and pulse, pulse, pulse. Don't let this top hip fall back. That's what it wants to do. Pulse, pulse. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Bring those knees forward, feet in line with the hips. Same thing here. Pushing this top hip forward with your hand because it really wants to fall back. Open. So you should feel this now a lot more in the hamstring below the glute. More work coming also into that inner thigh. Lift and down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse, 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 pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg extended, top knee bent, tap front with the knee, tap back with the toe, front with the knee, back with the toe. So bringing that leg all the way through the range of motion of your hip, using your core to keep those hips from rocking front to back as much as you can. You can also have this top hand on the mat for stability if you find you're getting too much rocking. 4, 3, 2, 1, and tap back. Switch to the other side. Going through that whole series here, starting with the knees in line with the hips and opening into that clamshell. Getting as much range of motion as you can. Lift, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide those feet in front, open and close, open and close. Feel the difference. Feel those hamstrings, feel those inner thighs. Close, open and close for 4, 3, 2, 1, and pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg extended, tap knee front, foot back, tap, foot back, tap, tap, knee, foot. Hold core work to keep that torso steady. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish our core work on our back with some crunches. We're gonna have one knee, one foot on top of the other knee, big open knee, but we're just gonna crunch straight up to the sky. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So we're not crossing over in an oblique crunch. We're just making a tiny bit of asymmetry in here in our rectus abdominis, with the length being changed by having this leg up. Lift, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, lift, lift. So thinking about lifting your face up to the sky rather than thinking about getting your chin to your chest and your forehead to your knee. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pencil stretch, extend those arms, extend those legs. You can reach one arm, reach the other arm. Full length here, stretching the front of the body. We just did a lot of work with our abs. And let's come all the way through into a child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Palms flat on the mat, fingers spread, pushing those hips back. Walk your right arm out. Bring your left hand on top of your right arm, getting a stretch along the left side of your body. Continuing to push those hips back. Now walk your right arm, your left hand out. Bring your right hand on top to stretch the right side of the body. Nice stretch from the shoulder, through the obliques, the hip. Coming back to center. One more time. Pushing up to a forward fold. Walk your hands back to your feet. Head hanging down. Lots of weight here, trying to straighten the knees. You can rest your hands on your legs on the mat, take a yoga toe hold, whatever's comfortable. Keeping the head down. Roll it up. Slowly, head last. No head rush. IT band stretch, 1 foot behind. Take the arm of the leg that's behind, reach it up and over. You can jut this hip out. So our spine will be shaped like an S, keeping the shoulders square to the front of the room. Feel that stretch. Again, all the way down the side. Sounds good. For the SI joint, other side. Up and over. You can push the hip out. If that gives you a better stretch. If you need to stretch more on the upper body, then align the hip on top of those heels. And coming into our super wide second position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plie. Inhale up. Big opening of the lungs. Exhale them completely. One more time. Feel the rib cage expand and then feel it compress as you push all that carbon dioxide out of your lungs. Gentlemen, take your bow. Ladies, take your curtsy. Thank you for joining Barre class today. I hope you have a great afternoon.